What is going on, everybody? I'm Rob Westerman of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning in to the Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over social media at GBP Daily, and if you are not already, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, throw a comment down in the comments section. It really helps the channel be seen across YouTube. I really appreciate it. It is Saturday, September 7th, and unfortunately, it is not a victory Saturday. Packers lost last night 34-29, as we all know, and the number one and seemingly only thing we are focused on right now is the extent of the injury to Jordan Love, who went down right before the game ended. So at this point, here are the updates that I've seen. It is 10:30 in the morning. The chat is fired up. It's sad, depressing. Let's try and be as positive as we can. I'm down in the dumps a little bit as well, just waiting for some positive news. And we did get a little bit of positive news, or at least some good news, as far as Tom Pelissero reporting that his ACL is intact. So it is not an ACL injury. Still some more tests to do. But the ACL being intact is positive news. We are not in the clear just yet, though. A plethora of other injuries to still be in play at the moment. The Packers will be landing in Green Bay here in about an hour or two, and then there will be some more tests to have, and that's all we've got. Nothing else really cooking as far as updates. And I know we're all just sitting around waiting, is the season over? I sure hope not. I don't know. We shall see. So let's do what I'm here to do, and that's talk Packers with you guys. Let's hop in the chat here. Jordan over on Twitter, J-Lo walking off was a decent sign. May miss some time, but we cannot afford to lose him all season. You're absolutely correct. Losing him all season would mean our season is over. So hopefully we get some more positive news here as the tests get done when they land in Green Bay here in about an hour or two. Let's cross our fingers. Let's cross our fingers. The chat is just fired up. If it is the MCL, looks like 6 weeks, maybe sign Tannehill. Yeah, I'm not a doctor. I honestly am super unfamiliar with how long the injuries are during, for each of the options that are still on the table. As far as signing Tannehill, obviously we'll have to wait for some more tests to come out to see the severity of it. But yeah, if he doesn't indeed miss a lot of time, I'm sure they will go shopping for some sort of quarterback to keep us afloat if indeed he can come back this season. So keep it for me. Thank you for chopping in the chat over on Instagram. So appreciate you. Abe go crazy, bruh. I just blank ordered me a Jordan Love hoodie, man. Blank. Hey, we're nothing's official yet. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. So gosh, that game didn't even feel real. Felt like a Madden simulation. The game overall was pretty uninspiring. The crowd noise, at least for the broadcast, was it wasn't there. There was no noise whatsoever. I'm sure the stadium was loud if you were actually at the game, but as far as watching on the broadcast, it was pretty quiet. The commentators, I thought, did fine. It was a weird game. I don't know, and then cap it all off with how it ended. That was tough. But the silver lining, though, the Eagles are good, and we played pretty poorly on all phases to then just lose by 5. And if Braden Narvison makes that 43-yard field goal, which it stinks to be talking about a guy missing a 43-yarder, we're down by 2, and all we got to do is get in field goal range at the end of the game. And so missed opportunities led to some desperation there at the end of the game, having to go for the Hail Mary, which Malik Willis wasn't even able to get off. He got sacked to end the game, which just was fitting. I'm trying not to be, super negative or, down in the dumps over the game, but we're just kind of in a weird situation right now, waiting on the news. for Jordan Love. Everything else regarding the game, ups and downs. Jaden Reed's a beast. Christian Watson had a score. I mean, there's some positives for sure, but I think I just got word that the Packers are still missing tackles this morning. So can we not tackle? I just don't understand. The refs were a crap show. It was just golly. So what else we got? If I'm missing your chat, I'm sorry. There's just a humble brag here. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Seriously. Junior, thank you for hopping in the chat. I was there in the game. It was an amazing experience for me. It was my first NFL game. The crowd was super noisy. Love that, Junior. Glad you had a great time. Yeah, like I said, I would assume, and I had seen people talk about how the crowd was great. The venue was super clean and super nice, and the fans showed out. I think that was kind of the broadcast fault as far as not really displaying it a whole lot throughout the game. But from what I saw from people that were at the game, like yourself, on social media last night, said it was super noisy. The crowd was into it pretty much the entire time. So, Junior, I'm glad you were able to go, and I'm glad you had an awesome experience. Wish we could have got the dub for you. But nonetheless, hopefully we get some good news here, and this will be a point that we look back on later in the season and say, you know what, that was a tough game, but hopefully we can grow from it and move on from there. So, Junior, thanks for hopping in the chat, man. I really appreciate you. AJ, not to mention Stokes. Yeah, he got Jalen Hurts was coming around the corner on that scramble. And, I mean, you finally have a shot to smoke the quarterback as hard as you can, and he just gets rolled over, and Jalen Hurts gets the first down. So, yeah, that was tough. Tough. He did have a good play earlier in the game, though, in coverage. So, like I said, I've only watched just the broadcast, like most of us have. I haven't gone back and watched anything else up to this point. I've kind of just been scouring the social media channels, trying to find some sort of update. And then I told myself, you know what, I'm just going to wait and just chill because it's not doing me any good. So, Kasha, I think the field was terrible. Yeah, the field conditions definitely weren't the greatest. Not sure who to blame for that one. So, like what I saw from Xavier McKinney and Edgerrin Cooper when he was in. Absolutely, yeah. Edgerrin Cooper had himself a great game. Fun to watch. He's fast. So, I agree with you. Fob Nino over on Instagram, thank you for hopping in the chat, man. I appreciate you. Sharpie, what a thrilling and captivating live show here. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Saturday morning, hanging out, just talking a little bit of Packers. Not much really to be excited about at this moment in time. Once we get some more news here on Jordan Love, hopefully we can talk some more positive news and, yeah, go from there. But, Sharpie, appreciate you coming in. Hey, good or bad, I appreciate you. Den Mountain Jair was so bad. Well, he had his moments, but he had a great pick in the end zone too. So, and you got to remember, he's going up against A.J. Brown, who's one of the best man-beating wide receivers in the NFL. So he had his work cut out for him, and so did our defense overall. What else we got? Over on Twitter? Thanks for hopping on. Bryce, it was a good game by the Pack. What did you think of the offensive line play? I thought pass blocking was good, but run blocking was definitely tough early on. The Eagles' defensive front is just so good. So I knew it would be a tough battle from the get-go. But, first game, things are a little weird. It took them a while to settle in. But as the game went on, I think just everybody kind of slipping around and having some trouble with their footing kind of got everybody off to a different and not the best start as far as blocking, setting up and setting in the throws. Jordan had some cramping issues early on. You saw him eating the banana and getting his calf worked on. So, so we'll just kind of have to wait and see. Thought it was okay. So, Bryce, but like I said, I've only watched the broadcast, so I can't give you some crazy analysis. But, Clayton, what's going on, my man? What's up, Rob? We're gonna bounce back. Yes, absolutely, Clayton. I'm right there with you. I'm trying to keep things as positive as possible. That's all you can do. Control what you can control. Good news is next week we've got the Colts, and the week after that we've got the Titans, and then we've got the Vikings. So no juggernauts on the schedule, at least for the next couple weeks. Hopefully we can stay afloat amid all of the injury concerns, and yeah, just kind of go from there. So, but yeah, just think. I mean, we lost by 5 to what is probably going to be a Super Bowl contending team in the Eagles. So there's some positive takeaways from the game for sure. Thank you, Clayton, for hopping on, man. Hope you have yourself a great Saturday. John, I have so much faith in the coaching staff, but Malik Willis is not it. John over on Facebook. Yeah, John. Tough to really say. He gets thrown in there in the last play of the game or 2 plays of the game, whatever that was. Yeah, we'll just have to kind of see. And if Jordan's out for an extended period of time, we'll see what the coaching staff thinks as well of Malik Willis. But you got to remember, we just signed him, like a week and a half ago. So I'm not out on Malik Willis yet, but we shall see. Fake over on Twitter. Go Pack, go, man. Go Pack, go. Thanks for hopping in the chat. I appreciate you. What else we got? Stone Wilson looked awesome. Hey, Emmanuel Wilson did look really good. The line it seemed like was blocking much better when he was in there. And then as the game went on, I was talking about it last night. I'm just like, keep running the ball, stick with it. And eventually, some holes will open up. Those guys on defense will get pretty tired. And yeah, Josh Jacobs got going last night. Let's see what he ended up with. He had 16 carries for 84 yards. That's over 5 yards a carry. So he had a great game on the ground. And you throw in all those early runs when he was, getting 1-2 yards or even losing a couple yards. Still ended up at 5.2 yards per carry with 84 yards overall. And then he even had 2 catches for 20 yards. So he had himself a solid debut. Couple miscues in the red zone. We didn't have a whole lot of opportunities, at least to hand the ball off to him down near the goal line. But so far, so good for Josh Jacobs. Isaiah, it was one game. We're the youngest team in the NFL, the new defense, but Love injury is disappointing. Absolutely. You're speaking for all of us. What else we got? Willis better step up, says Zombie. I completely agree. I hope so. Let's see what else we got. Our team looked really good week 1. We will be okay. Well, it's all depending on Jordan, right? But I think overall, week 1 games are tough. The weird things happen. It's in Brazil. You're going against a really good opponent in the Eagles. I thought overall, you put up 29 points. That's pretty dang good. So against that Eagles defense, I know they had some injuries in the defensive backfield and the linebacker room, but overall, I thought they played pretty decent. And then to even have a chance at the end of the game to win, that's all you can ask for is a chance. And we had one, but just did not go the way we wanted to, clearly. So Wilson looked awesome. Yes, Emmanuel Wilson did look good. W, I think we looked good. Missed tackles, not enough points off turnovers, and got away from the run. Yeah, that was the thing early on in the game, to only get 6 points off of those turnovers. You knew it just kind of gave you that feeling, you're not capitalizing. And when you're in the red zone, only getting 3 points usually comes back to bite you. And yeah, look, we lost by 5. And I was talking about Braden Iverson's field goal miss earlier from 43. And he makes that field goal. Obviously, everything's completely different from that point on. But looking at it, in hindsight, we'd only be down by 2. And we'd be up by 1 with that last drive the Eagles were heading down with towards the end of the game. So things changed completely if he were to make that 43-yard field goal, which, I mean, come on, 43 yards. That's chip shot. Not a chip shot, but I mean, man, he hit the extra point that was pushed back earlier, I think from 38 yards. I mean, come on, it's 5 more yards and just make the damn kicks. Come on. My goodness. I guess it's too much to ask, right? So the field was so bad, but we lost because of us, man. Hope love is still good. Yeah, we shot ourselves in the foot way too many times. Too many penalties, too many missed tackles. The refs, I know it was a ref show, but man, the refs or the flags that were thrown, and then we had a chance to get off the field multiple times afterwards, and we were just missing tackles left and right. Devonta Smith is 180 pounds, and you can't get him to the ground. Yeah, tough outing in the tackling aspect as far as our defense go. That 2-point conversion was pointless, I think. Yeah, they went for the one that ticked me off early on was, you get the penalty, you're at the 1 yard line. You can't get 1 yard. I mean, come on. So, too many missed tackles. Why hit somebody when you can wrap them up so they don't advance more yards? Just horrible on the defensive side. Yeah, Javon Bullard, his tackle attempt comes to mind immediately. And that was just kind of, I think he went for the ball and clearly nothing else and missed. And then I think it was Devonta Smith who then got the first down. So to keep that clock rolling, keep them on the field. They were on the field for, I think they got the ball in the fourth quarter. The Eagles did with 8 minutes left, and they had it the entire time up until 30 seconds to go, which just absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. What else we got? Memphis, the 2 interceptions and ended with field goals hurt us. Yep, absolutely. Not capitalizing off those turnovers was tough. So, all right, let's switch gears here. We're going to talk about the fact of the day, and the fact of the day is brought to you by TickPick. They guarantee the lowest prices on Packers tickets, and even better, if you find tickets that are somehow cheaper than what they have them at, TickPick will give you 110% of your money back. If you want $20 off your next ticket order, use the code Packers20 at checkout for $20 off. It can only be used in the app, so download the app. Use the code Packers20 for $20 off. Fact of the day, Jaden Reed last night had 4 catches for 138 yards and a touchdown, and also 1 rush for 33 yards and a touchdown. He had himself a game, and he's been kind of my guy as far as, everybody talks about who's the number 1 receiver, who's going to have most catches, most yards, most touchdowns. Jaden Reed's in that conversation every single time. He's as dynamic as can be. And with all the other guys that are taking attention away, like Christian Watson, he is a playmaker. So, Kane, put the thing up there again. LOL. There it is for you. Appreciate TickPick partnering up with myself. As I said, I've used them. I would never promote something that I'm not 100% on board with personally. So download the app, use the code Packers20 at checkout for $20 off your order. All the info is also in the description of this video, Kane. So there you go. All right, guys. That is going to do it for me as far as today's show goes. Really appreciate you guys hopping on. I know it's not the most positive and no crazy Jordan Love updates, at least at this point, but really appreciate you hopping on, talking a little bit more Packers with me. So as you know, I'm posting everything Packers related all day long. The second I see anything Jordan Love related, injury wise, I will be posting it on the social channels at GBP Daily. So be sure to be following. I'll be backing at it again here on Monday. So I look forward to seeing you all then. And until then, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.